Hello. It's morning at Miss Barr's coffee table. Might be a different time when you're reading this with me. But you have found another Miss Bindergarten book. And this one isn't a Miss Bindergarten book. I promise we'll do this one next. But today, if we would have been at school, would have been a half day. We would have had a half day today and a half day tomorrow, and tomorrow would have been the last day at our school. But we've made the best of it, and we still know each other, and I'll still know you even after tomorrow, and we can still do things together. We can make plans. We're good at making plans with the phones and the computers now. So here's this one. It's called When It's the Last Day of School. It was written by Meribeth Boelts, and it was illustrated by Hanako Wakiyama. And you think if this is how you would have acted if we would have been to school between all the days from March till now, when it's the last day of school. And there were dedications. You can pause to read what the author and the illustrator said about the dedications. When it's the last day of school, this will be me. Is that how you would look coming to school? Flying, jumping, can't stop smiling, running all the way to school, me. When it's the last day of school, I won't talk to Tony during silent reading time or cut in line to sharpen my pencil. I'll say all the words of the Pledge of Allegiance and not skip over the Republic part. I'll get my drink at the drinking fountain, 1, 2, 3, and not spit the water back out because it's warm. I'll do all my work right on time, and I'll get Mrs. Bremwood's last gold star sticker for the year. She'll be amazed that I could do all that work with my lucky pencil, the one that is just an eraser and a point. It's the pencil everyone wants, but I tell them that it takes a lot of standing in line and a lot of sharpening and a lot of writing to get a pencil to look like mine. So his school's kind of like ours and kind of different. We don't stand in line much to sharpen our pencils, do we? Oh. When it's the last day of school, I'll only go to the bathroom one time in the morning and one time in the afternoon, and on the way back from the bathroom, I'll just wave to John the janitor instead of stopping in his office and asking him about what he's been cleaning lately, and did he know that the towel machine in the boys' bathroom was jammed. I bet you can tell where he is now. At lunch, I'll thank the lady who always smiles at me, and even the one with the grumpy face, and I'll tell them that it's a good lunch, even if it's not. Does that look like a good lunch? I'll tear open my straw and not blow the wrapper off at Tony, or smash my milk carton, or show Tiffany Primrose how I can burp and talk at the same time. When it's the last day of school, I'll watch the film about lizards during science, and I won't think about riding bikes through the fire hydrant water with Tony. Or maybe going camping if we can get a tent. Or finding that secret crabbing spot. I'll sit in my chair and not tip it back, or put my head in front of the projector, or laugh with an outside voice because the science guy in the movie wears weird pants. I'll think about lizards and how they're reptiles and what they eat and how they live in places that are, he's still thinking, hot, like summer, like what's coming up when the last day of school is over. I'll clean out my desk and I'll scrub the top of it with the paper towels and the spray stuff that smells like my dentist, and I'll give my desk 3 squirts, not a bunch, just like Mrs. Brumwood says. I'll load my backpack with my lucky pencil and my leftover crayons and the markers that work and the scissors that don't and the sucker from a long time ago that I forgot to eat. When it's the last day of school and the bell rings, the last bell, I'm going to give Mrs. Brumwood my strongest hug ever. And I'll kind of pick her up a little bit, and she'll laugh and say, "I've so enjoyed having you in class, James. Have a wonderful summer." And then, what do you think he's going to do? I do know that this story happened a long time ago, and schools are a little different than our school now. But I do know that children have been having last days of school for a long, long time. And we're having one now, even though it's different than we expected. But I do know that I would have hugged you and I would have said, "I'll miss you, but we'll always know each other." But we found out what his name is, James, because Mrs. Brumwood said, "I've so enjoyed having you in class, James, but I've so enjoyed having all of you in class," is what Miss Barr would have said. But now he's ready to tell us what he's going to do after he said goodbye to his class. Let's find out. "I'll explode!" And that's the top of the school. And he's way out here. Do you think that could really happen? Would you explode if we were at school for the last day? Thank you for reading with me. I have another last day of school book for you for tomorrow.